Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at some breakfast options from freeze-dry wholesalers. Let's check it out. Alright everybody, welcome back. So even with our country today in obvious crisis, many are just flat out oblivious to the possibility of food shortages and the survival situations that could be on the horizon. It's crazy how we take so many things for granted. You know, we get up in the morning, we open the faucet, the water comes out, we flip a switch, we make breakfast, we shave, we shower, and everything seems to be okay. But just let one emergency situation arise, be it a natural emergency, fires, or a bomb gets dropped somewhere in a city, and you have a real issue. And that's why I advocate for food storage. We saw last March where, you know, the stores were empty. The shelves were empty in many stores, and we're starting to see it again. We have supply chain issues. There's a real possibility in the near future that our economy could get worse and worse, you know. We have political uncertainty, very real possibility of war in our future, and that's why I tell people to stock up before the chaos. One of the meals that I feel people kind of forget to stock up for in some ways is breakfast. And I wanted to show you some of the meat options along with the freeze-dried scrambled eggs. These are really good, by the way, that freeze-dried wholesaler has. And bring them out and cook them up for you and make some breakfast. So what we're going to do quickly is I'm going to run through what everything is and the price on it, and then we're going to put it together and try everything out. Now I have stuff hydrating over on this side here, as you can tell. I almost ran out of containers because I had so much stuff to hydrate. So let's go through really quick. First off is your freeze-dried, fully cooked scrambled eggs. These are super quick to hydrate. You'll notice something blue in there. That's my little scoop. I left it in there from last time. They are really, really good. They do have a good flavor to them, and they hydrate very, very quickly. So that's a bonus to hydrate stuff. They are $24.50. The next up, freeze-dried Canadian bacon. That's behind here. This guy right here. That stuff looks to be really good. I've never tried it, so we're going to try it on video right here today. And that's $35.50 for a pack. Next is the freeze-dried cooked turkey breakfast sausage. This stuff here. Okay, and that stuff is $30.95 a pack. Some of the sausages here are cool because they're not really sausage. They don't have any pork in them, so if you don't eat pork or you can't eat pork, you can try out something similar to sausage. All right, next up, we have the freeze-dried turkey sausage. And where is that? Over there. All right, next up, we have the freeze-dried cooked chicken breakfast sausage. This is this stuff here. Brown and gluten-free, okay? After that, and we don't have a price on that because it's sold out, but remember, he sells out because he has to do a run on things, not because he's out of it. So if you order it, you will get it eventually. Freeze-dried light pork and rice breakfast sausage, okay? The pork and rice stuff here. All the stuff is fully cooked, gluten-free, and ready to go. We also have the scrambled eggs, which I showed you, but also these, very popular here. Red skin potatoes, peppers, and onions. This makes for awesome, like a side dish, hash brown type thing with your breakfast. The vegetables in this are really, really good. This is a really popular thing, so don't forget to check that out too. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a stove here, and we're going real old school today. We're going to be cooking it in this guy here. This is an actual real military mess kit there. 1966 Regal. We're going to be cooking it in that today. And we are going to heat up the stuff. I have it all hydrated already, sitting over here. So we're going to cook up the stuff and give it a try and see how we like it. All right, so we're going to start off with the sausage. I made two of these, except for one, which one fell on the floor, so we won't worry about it. I made two of everything so we can kind of taste it after we cook it and also put it in our dish down here for breakfast. So what I'm going to do is fire this up. And those of you wondering, this is that Gas One camp stove that uses the isobutane canisters. Works really, really well. I'm going to just use it today because it's easy to use. I am going to use a little bit of this virgin olive oil here. I like using this stuff. It's easy to carry. If you want to use it in your camp gear, your bug out bags, easy way to kind of hydrate everything. Keep the pan oiled up. So I'm going to push and turn this. There we go. And I'm going to heat up the pan. Now I know these sausages are pretty much done. It's kind of weird with that long handle. This is the chicken breakfast sausage, and I know these are finished, so I'm going to toss these in here. Heat this up a little bit, just so nothing sticks. That's really why I use it. Turn this down to here. And as you can tell, it's really cold out here, so it's contracting and bouncing all over the place. Okay. Now these are fully cooked, so really all I'm doing is just warming them up. Okay. I'm just going to warm these up. We're going to turn it down a little bit more because I got a little water in there. There we go. Okay. I don't want to go too nuts with them and burn them. But we're going to try one and put one on our dish. And you notice I haven't hydrated the eggs yet. Well, what I do is I use the water left over from one of the sausages to put the eggs in. The eggs cook very, very quickly. So let's heat these up and get the eggs in here. And I will bring you back when they're heated up and ready. We'll try one out and put one on our plate. All right, so let's try one of these out first. I'm going to put one of these on our plate down here for our breakfast. I'm keeping it under here to kind of keep it warm. In an ideal situation, I'd probably just throw everything in together. Let's try one of these out. That is really good. Not bad. All right, let's move on to the next item as I chew here, and that is the freeze-dried turkey breakfast sausage. This has a very good taste to it, the chicken sausage. It's not as hearty as a real sausage, but it definitely does have a sausage taste to it. So if you're not big into pork and eating pork, this might be the one for you. Not bad at all. All right, this guy's doing pretty good, but since I dropped the other one and I didn't bother to hydrate another one, I'm going to throw the Canadian bacon in. This stuff looks really good. Okay. Put that in there. This is pretty much done. I will take a piece of it and try it. Yep, that's really good. Now, out of all the sausages, this one here, the turkey breakfast sausage, takes the longest to hydrate, but it is really, really good. So we'll stick that there on our plate, and we will flip the Canadian bacon over. I got the eggs going here, so they'll be the last thing I put in because they hydrate so quickly that I didn't want to hydrate them ahead of time. All right, let's let that cook. We'll try a piece of that, and I'll bring you back. All right, so we got that done. I'm going to take one, put it down the bottom here, and try one out myself. That's really hot. You got to be careful there with that one. Whoop, there we go. That is really good. That's awesome. Yep. Tastes just like Canadian bacon. And toss that other one down there just for the heck of it. And let's move on to the next thing after I finish chewing here. And that's going to be the freeze-dried pork and rice breakfast sausage. Now, as far as hydrating, this one hydrates the quickest. And I understand this setup here probably isn't the most ideal for cooking. It kind of is lopsided and backwards here because of the handle being so long. But we're just really heating this stuff up. This is all fully cooked. I just want to kind of brown it up, heat it up, and see how it comes out. So let's give this a few minutes on here to warm it up. And we'll try one of these, and then we'll move on to the eggs, which are drained and ready, and well hydrated. And the breakfast potatoes and vegetables. All right, they look pretty done. Put a little more oil in there to moisten the pan up a little bit. Let's take one of these that are cooked and put it down with the others. And let's try one of these guys out. Bring that down a little bit more. One of the fun things of cooking with dehydrated food that you hydrate is that all the moisture comes out into the pan, and if you have oil or anything, it splatters everywhere. These are probably my favorite. And that's these right here. The pork and rice breakfast sausage. They will be back in stock. Remember, if something's out of stock, they'll be back in, so you guys check back often, and it will be back in stock soon enough. I mean, it's not like he's run out of this stuff. He's just having to do runs of it, and he's trying to run the most popular stuff right now. Okay. So lastly, we'll put the extra oil in there for this stuff here. Let's try this out. Get our onions and red peppers in there. All right, I can turn that up a little bit higher. And then, lastly, we'll do our eggs. All right, so while I'm waiting for that to go, I've kind of mashed it down a little bit to make it more like hash browns. Chop them up a little bit since they're soft. While we're waiting for that to go, I wanted to explain to you why I prefer freeze-dried foods for food storage. First of all, they taste better. Okay, freeze-dried food looks and tastes a whole lot better than dehydrated food, and it also lasts a whole lot longer than, say, canned food. Now, yeah, some canned food like Spam, that'll last you 25 years easily. You know, as long as the can is intact, the food is probably still good. But you got to remember that you're losing vitamins and minerals, and freeze drying actually maintains 97% of the nutritional value of food. You also have, with his stuff, extreme versatility. You can make anything you want. You see, I'm using this for a breakfast potato. I don't have to. I could have used this for a dinner side dish, you know. So all in all, you got so much versatility with this stuff, and it's not like you're buying Mountain House entrees where that's all you can make is what is in the entree. You know, you're not going to be making anything different or special. Let me turn that down a little bit. I'm doing good there. And also you can save money, okay? Believe it or not, they're more expensive, but with this you can save money by taking only what you want out of the package. You don't have to make an entire number 10 can of food within a year. You know, if I want to do this and seal this back up, I can save money by just taking what I need for that day and not eating the whole bag. Like, you know, a freeze-dried entree, I put the water in it, and if I don't want to eat that whole thing, I'm out of luck, you know, because it's got to be eaten eventually very quickly. With this, you can save money. Longer term, you can reduce waste. It stretches it out a whole lot longer. So that's why I prefer it. So what we're going to do is let this heat up a little bit more. This is all fully cooked, remember. He does have stuff that's raw, but this is all fully cooked. We let this heat up a little bit more, toss the eggs in, and just warm them up because they're cooked. They just need to be warmed up. Then we'll put the plate together and try it out. All right, now I did make a little too much on the potatoes, so I put a portion on the plate, and I put a portion inside in my kitchen. Let's do the eggs real quick. The eggs are easy. They just really need to be heated up, unless you like cold eggs. They do have a butter flavor to them too as well, so you really don't need any kind of butter in there. I'll turn it up a little tiny bit just to heat them up quickly. And there you go. You'll have yourself a nice, hearty, decent breakfast with this for, you know, for pennies compared to what you do with canned food. So all in all, I really like the stuff. And I am very, very pleased with their stuff. And remember, my link on the bottom there, I always say this, but my link on the bottom there gets you 15% off your order. So no matter what you're ordering on freeze-dried wholesalers, if you click my link, you save 15%. Now, I've had people email me and say, wow, you saved me $90, $200, $150. So it definitely adds up if you're doing some stocking up. And now definitely go look at your local stores, see how your area is. If it looks like you're going to run out of food in your local stores, you can bet those supply chain problems are only going to get worse as the spring and summer hit. So definitely a good time to get stocked up. That's just reality. That's not fear-mongering. That's just the facts. So let's see here. Looks about done to me. Yeah, I'm putting it in the back here because that's where most of the heat is focused. And remember, we're not cooking them. We're just heating them up. So all in all, this little stove, I did make a mess with the potatoes. All in all, this little stove is doing a great job of just warming stuff up. I like that it simmers really low. All right, bring you back in a few minutes when it's done and on the plate, and we'll actually try out our little prepper survival breakfast. All right, there you go. All done. Now, if you like ketchup on your potatoes, you may want to put that on there. That's up to you. Let's try out the eggs here. Perfect. Potatoes are nice and soft. Really good. Try out the sausage. And that's my favorite one. The pork and rice sausage. All in all, great stuff. I'm loving this stuff, the Canadian bacon. That's really, really good. As you can see how easy this is to use and how easy this is to make yourself a really hearty breakfast. I'm sure for some people this would be a breakfast and a lunch. So you can make a really hearty breakfast very easily with this stuff. And I love the fact that it's cooked already. All I have to do is hydrate it and throw it in there. I'm not always awake in the mornings. Sometimes getting up is kind of difficult. And I can just throw it in there and eat it and not have to worry about it. One of the things I'd like to see him come up with in the future would be kind of cool if he made egg patties that were freeze-dried and sausage patties that were freeze-dried. Because I like a breakfast sandwich, and that's an easy way to do it. But that's in the future. I don't know if he's going to be doing that. We do have some exciting stuff coming, however. I do have more stuff to test. So if you're interested, definitely click my link down below. You'll save 15% on your whole order. Nothing to do, no codes to enter. You can use Iridium 242 as a code if you don't want to click the link. But I tell people it's a lot easier just to click the link, and when you check out, you'll get your discount right there. So that's the deal. That's the food. Let me give you a look at it one last time here if I can move this out of the way. That's all his breakfast meats and foods. I have the scrambled eggs off to the side. I'm going to go clean up my mess here and enjoy my breakfast. I thank you guys for coming along. Don't forget, click his link, save 15%. The link is right down there below. We have our Amazon affiliate store link down there as well. Our My Patriot Supply link, okay? That's preparewithiridium.com. Another good option if you want to just get prepared quickly. You can do that. We have some great deals, $150 off a 3-month package. It's a good deal right there. And our Thrive Life store as well. They have awesome freeze-dried food, so check them out. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.